Mike, you, Jim.
ISIS now controls the majority of the highway from the Syrian border to Baghdad. Over the weekend, ISIS took control of 4 towns along a strategic highway through the Euphrates Valley. Mary Mueller reports how the highway will be crucial to move fighters and heavy weaponry closer to Baghdad.
Relay. A is up.
Iraqi security officials say ISIS now controls a strategic border crossing from Syria into Iraq and a number of other towns in the western province of Anbar. One town believed to be taken over by ISIS lies on the Iraq-Jordan border, and if Iraqi forces can't hold the checkpoint there, ISIS could threaten nearby Jordan and Saudi Arabia.
No country is safe from that kind of threat of terror.
Secretary of State John Kerry spoke in Cairo Sunday with Egypt's president on the situation in Iraq. He asked Arab countries to resist funding Sunni militants. ISIS is advancing, and sources say the group is closing in on Baghdad. So Iraqi forces are moving towards the capital. This video appears to show them destroying ISIS's vehicles. But Iraqi forces have withdrawn from several towns as they await more troops. They are also facing some local tribes in the country who support ISIS. The Obama administration is sending about 300 U.S. military advisors to the country. They'll gather intelligence and advise Iraqi forces in what many say is protecting U.S. interests. But former Vice President Dick Cheney says more needs to be done in Syria, helping the resistance with weapons and training.
About 15 seconds left.
300 advisors when the request had been for 20,000 in order to do the job right. I'm not sure we've really addressed the problem.
Still, some politicians believe the U.S. should not get involved further in Iraq because ISIS isn't a direct threat. I'm Mary Mueller reporting.
Two mics in queue.
And back with Meg McNamara now. And, we've officially begun summer, so there's no more saying we're ahead of schedule.
No,
but it's almost to the point where you want the rain to come to cool things down a little bit.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I heard from actually several folks today. They're like, the rain isn't bad, it cools us down. Well, good news, because we probably are going to have a pretty good chance for more rain for tomorrow. Here's your boating report, though. If you're headed out on the water, seas 1 to 2 feet, winds out of the southwest around 5 to 10 knots, and then those bays and bayous, just a light chop. Safe boating, everyone.
Stand by, master control. Master control. Roll your brake. All right. Thunder's ready. Alright. Can't play it with my beard hair anymore. Stop. Nope. Steven. 3. Oh, no, wait. You start at 1. Crap. I'm a horrible parent already. 1. Depends on which way you're counting. Huh? Depends on which way you're counting. You can go 3, 2, 1. 3. Dang it. Just gotta find one to stick to it. You start at 1. I forgot. 30 seconds. Coming out in thunder. 10 seconds. Stand by thunder, full sound. Stand by. Rolling thunder, full sound.
Channel 3 News First Warning Weather Net is brought to you by Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Ailstock Whitcomb Crease and Overhauls. Here is Meg McNamara.
Thank you, Meg.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's a live look from the Emerald Grand out in Destin, and things are looking pretty quiet out there. very different than to what we saw earlier this evening. So here's your watches and warnings map, and as you can see, nothing to report here. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Okaloosa and Santa Rosa County, but those have since expired and we're looking good. Taking a look at the 3D Doppler, so what we had over the past few hours were storms making their way from the northwest through the southeast towards the coast. And with that, we saw significant rainfall and a lot of lightning for certain areas. So let me show you what our Doppler is looking like at the moment, because we're looking, you know, as we can see, pretty quiet. So most of that rain now to the south of us, so nothing to report there. And then we're expecting it to stay quiet overnight, but a similar pattern is headed our way for tomorrow, so I'll let you know about that. Taking a look at the radar and satellite. Here are those storms that made their way through. That's what brought us the heavy rainfall and a lot of lightning. So what we can expect for tomorrow is a similar summer-like pattern with we're seeing thunderstorms making their way towards us. Let's jump into the future cast so I can show you what I'm talking about. So overnight, we're looking pretty quiet. Here we are Monday, a little bit of cloud coverage in the morning, but nothing to report there. And then more afternoon showers. So we have those thunderstorms making their way into our area in the early afternoon hours, and then the potential for some of those storms to get pretty strong and rowdy, and that could bring more lightning and more heavy rainfall. And it's looking like the same places that got hit hard tonight could be the same places that could see some potential for some severe weather tomorrow, but just the potential. Our tropics, we are looking quiet there, nothing to report there. Temperature-wise, cooled down significantly. That's the benefit of the rain. It certainly takes the edge off that heat. Destin checking in at 75, Crestview 71. Here in Pensacola, we're at 73 degrees. So our lows for the evening, we're really not going to dip down much further than what we're seeing right now, looking like Century 71, Cantonment 73, Pensacola 75, and Pensacola Beach 77 degrees. Taking a look at Santa Rosa County, Jay 71, Milton 73, Pace 74, Navarre 75, and then Gulf Breeze at 76 degrees. For Okaloosa County, Crestview 71, Niceville 74, for Walton Beach 75, and Destin at 76. So taking a look at our Hardee's Beach Camp, looking like a pretty quiet Sunday night. It looks like mostly everybody's at home. And then taking a look at the Safe Shores report. If you're headed to the beach tomorrow, I would just recommend that you go in the morning, because with that potential for rainfall in the afternoon, you're not going to want to be out at the beach, but we do have a green flag expected to be flying. Your 3-day, there's that high of 90. And as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, that rain chance does dip down because we do have a high pressure system making its way into the area.
Stand by, two mics in queue.
All right, thank you, Meg. We turn now to sports. Steve Nissom, exciting day, World Cup action, man. Fantastic match there. Absolutely. The Wahoo's getting a little crazy on a diamond, too.
Bring up his mic, Mike 7.
Also fantastic, fantastic for those guys. And Mr. Ben Lyon is going to make some history tomorrow, some local history. We'll hear from him coming up.
Stand by, master control. Master control, roll your break. This is where we have fun. Oh, yeah. So we got Thunder, Kim, Stinker, Theo.
Okay.
We don't know which hospital. Deco.
Okay, can you put this in at the end of the show? Yeah. Cool. No, go ahead. Well, I put in a map request and we'll have it. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, this will be fine.
Out.
30 seconds out, y'all.
Okay, I just copied the story if you want to go in and change it. No, we don't need that. I mean, we'll pass it on, but...
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Stand by, Thunder.
And you're up.
Rolling Thunder, Thunder full sound.
Channel 3 Sports is brought to you by
Stand by,
Jacko's
camera
Bayfront
one
Bar
with
and
Steve.
Grill at the foot of
Steve
Palafox. Here is Steve Nissom.
Mike, you,
The
Steve.
revamped Wahoo's roster getting a nice test
Stinger
to
and A
start
next.
the second half.
Zippers
Huntsville,
out.
the league's
Oh,
best
Stars
in the
flip,
first
that's pretty
half,
cool.
and the Wahoos hanging with
Roll
them.
A.
The Stars winning 2 of the
A is
first
up.
3.
Stand by,
Heartbreaker
VOB.
last
Roll
night.
B.
Another
A
thriller
is up.
today. This, I don't have anything to say about this. There's nothing to say. Just enjoy. Good times in Maritime
That's
Park.
awesome.
It'll get better. Bottom of the first
like the
inning,
best
Ross
mascot
Perez. We did a
ever.
story on him this week. He's been terrific. Comes through again, base hit. One of the exciting
Baseball,
newbies.
pitching at baseball.
Jesse Winker scores 1-0 Wahoos in the lead. Robert Stevenson, Reds' top overall prospect on the mound. Wishes he had a couple of pitches back in the second. Joey Pachorek leaving the yard.
Deco
Next
two
batter,
next. We have
Greg
2 boards,
Hopkins.
correct?
Have another one. Back-to-back jacks, just
one
like
board,
that.
all right.
Huntsville takes a 2-1 lead. Stevenson
Trying really
pitched
hard
well.
not to
Other than
answer
that,
your
though,
questions.
7 strong innings, gave
all
up
good.
3 runs, 5
The
hits,
position
struck out
switches, I know.
7. But it would come down to
I
the
can
bottom
tell
of the
you,
ninth,
but
down
I'm
3-1. Bases
I'll
loaded,
tell you
1
from
out.
audio,
Travis
which
Mater
doesn't
taking one for the
make a
team in the
difference.
back. Brody Green scores. It's 3-2. Now 2 out, and this is a passed ball, and that'll work. Jesse Winker comes in to score. We are tied at 3, and they're dancing on the concourse.
Dude, it's been hot, man.
We go to extras. Bottom of the 11th. Mater took one for the team and rips one for the team. 2 guys on with 1 out, and this one is going to bounce over the wall. Ground rule double.
Stand by, Deco.
In comes Winker with the winning run, and yeah, walk-off fun. Wahoos win it 4-3
That goes in.
is your final. Winker had 3 runs scored in the game as the Wahoos improved to
Stand by, Steve on camera.
some pretty cool history at the ballpark
weird.
tomorrow night. Ben
As he
Lively
was
will be the
crossing
starting
his
pitcher,
paper
the
over
first
to the
ever
other
local
side.
product to play for the
Kind
Blue
of
Wahoos.
package C
Makes
next.
an incredibly
Muffled his own
unlikely
mic.
debut.
We'll see. C is up.
Think about the odds. So few high school baseball players even make the pros, and of those, reaching Double-A is a tough task. Add the pure chance of landing with the one franchise that has a team in your hometown. Gulf Breeze grad Ben Lively will live that dream Monday night. It's new territory, but he has an idea what it may feel like.
I feel like a Catholic game in high school. Got the whole town there. A
Super
little
Zen.
rivalry going on or something. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Super's
Of
out.
course, as cool as it is, there are potential distractions to playing in your hometown.
I know the first week's going to be a little
Got
hectic.
about a minute left in package.
First being here, but
What IFB is
I mean,
Jim on?
hopefully I
Two.
don't get too pumped up from it. Just can relax and keep doing my thing.
He has to maintain his routine.
Super Zen.
You know, that's the biggest thing for any kid. I mean, even in the big leagues, you know, guys go through
Super's
this.
out.
And it's really hard to maintain your
About
routine.
30 seconds
but
left in package.
You have to find a way to do that.
It has been a fast rise for Ben. Just drafted out of UCF last year, this will be his 4th
wiping the
level in the
VOA
organization.
next.
In the first half of this season, he was the top pitcher in the California League, and he's become a hot prospect for the Reds.
About 15
It's
in
usually
this
a big
package.
adjustment in Double-A, but he feels ready.
Just keep the ball down zone most of the time. I mean, just getting ahead as much as possible. I mean, do that, and no matter where you are, you're going to do pretty good.
Stand by, roll A. Roll A. A is
It'll
up.
be electric tomorrow night. How about Carlos Contreras? Pitched for the Wahoos Thursday night, got the
Super's
call
out.
from Majors. 2 days later,
Wiping
pitched in
VOB.
Cincinnati yesterday. His Major League debut, perfect. Perfect 9th inning, strikeout to end the game. He's the 16th former Wahoo to make his big league debut, just the second to go straight from
Stand by, B.
Pensacola
Roll
to
B.
the Bigs. The
B is
Reds
up.
closing out the series with the Blue Jays this afternoon. Veteran pitcher Johnny Cueto on
Tease
the
is
mound and
next.
get some good
Super's
defense
out.
behind him. Check this out, double play, thing of beauty. Zach
Go with
Kozar to
third
Brendan
next.
Phillips to Joey Votto, and children watch at home, young baseball players. This is how it's done.
It's pretty awesome.
Reds also getting some offense. Todd Frazier. That's out. 2-run shot breaks a 2-2 tie. Reds up 4-2. Cueto pitched a heck of a ball game.
Super
Reds
Zen.
win it 4-3, and they take 2 or 3 in the
So
series. They're back to
third
500
clears.
on
Next
the
super.
season.
Stand by
NASCAR
music.
drivers
Roll
turning
music.
right, and a hard-to-believe finish for the USA at the World Cup coming up.
Stand by, master control. Master control, roll your brake.
Are you done? Were you done? Okay, can I look at it? Okay, right now. Yep. We're saying update. We're not feeling good at 6:20.
Is there a song at all?
Everyone was walking down 6th Avenue.
No. Has he got time for everything?
Yeah, he does.
All right.
But he needs to keep it to that time.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to print this.
Zach, just let him know he has to stick to his time. He has his allotted time, but just to stick to it. I'm guessing we're having breaking news in the end for the final toss out, but.
Thirty
30 seconds out.
seconds.
10 seconds. Stand by.
Stand by. You're up.
Mike, you, Steve.
Soccer may not have lasting support in America, but when it comes to the World Cup and USA has a good team, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
A's
A
up.
thrilling win over Ghana. The American guys
Super's
taking on
in.
Portugal today. Early on,
Super's
misplay
out.
by the USA defense, and Nani
Third
scores,
score.
and yes, he's sucking his thumb. I cannot explain soccer celebrations. Second half, USA coming back. Jermaine Jones, first ever goal for USA. This
Such a
thing is
beautiful
beautiful.
goal.
Just drills it in there. We are tied at 1. All right, about 10 minutes left. USA on the attack. Graham Zuzi in front. Will cross it. And the captain puts it in. Clint Dempsey scores. He abs it in. Doesn't head it in, abs it in. It'll work. Looks like USA has this thing won. Final seconds in stoppage time by Cristiano Ronaldo with an unbelievable pass.
Looks like
Headed in by Varela. You never know when
Shoot.
time is up. That was actually the last play of the game. They tie it, a bummer, but still Team USA in good shape to advance to the
Stand by,
knockout
Steve.
round. No guarantee, though. They play Germany on Thursday. Wild start. When NASCAR
Thank
hits
you,
the road
Steve.
course, it's just a different animal. Some drivers have the knack for it. Others just want to turn left. You got to turn right. The separation, especially
Roll B.
glaring at Sonoma,
He's
a
up.
tough challenge for the NASCAR gang.
2
Even
minutes,
veteran
yes,
Oh, Bubba
road
wants
course
his
guys.
snack.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. not so great on the road courses,
Gotcha.
and somebody learns it. Matt Kenseth learns the hard way. He gets spun out by Dale Jr., and his day would be done. Dale actually finished third today, his best ever finish at a road course, so I guess he knew what he was doing. Lap 81, Clint Boyer was running third in the 15 car, but he gets spun around, and whammy. Kevin Harvick hits him. Harvick had led a bunch of laps, but he would finish 20th. Lap 86 now,
Super's in.
Carl Edwards will take the
We have
lead from
Bono.
Marcos Ambrose.
Super's
Edwards
out.
not traditionally
Yes, we do
good
have
on the
Bono.
road courses, but he was today trying to hang on for the win. Jeff Gordon, he's a road course master, trying to pass him here on the final lap, but Edwards blocks him successfully, and Carl Edwards goes on to take the checkered flag. Gordon settles for second. Earnhardt was third, and when Edwards wins, you know what happens. Backflip, and his first ever win at a road course and second win this
All right,
season.
Mike, you, Steve.
All right, Bubba Watson won his first PGA event
1
in
minute for
Connecticut
Steve.
4 years
Stand
ago.
by,
Nearly
roll
won
C.
there again last year. Loves the place.
Roll
Not in
C.
contention to win this time, but still
C is up.
having a nice week. For a lot of contention,
Super's
with a rough
in.
day in round 2, but bounced back
Super's
nicely
out.
3 under yesterday. Today, playing some solid golf, par there on number 11, and now on 12, his approach
Wiping
is
VONA.
mighty
Next.
nifty. Coming off that miscut at the U.S. Open
Deco
last
next.
week. Good week for Bubba. Closes with a 2 under 68s. Kevin
Deco's up.
Streeman is your winner. Bubba tied for 31st at 600. Joe Durant also tied for 31st.
Wipe a
Keith
day
Slocum
next.
ends up at 4.
Roll A. 30
And
seconds.
the second and final day of
A's
the
up.
Pensacola Bud Light Fishing Rodeo, year 31 for this event. Used to
Coming
be
out,
called the
2
King
for this.
Macrobia Tournament. Still going strong. 50 boats, about 500 anglers in the mix. Weigh-ins down at Flounders on
Super's in.
Pensacola Beach, and this youngster is excited to be in the
Super's
fishing
out.
world. Good times. The best catch while we were down there, this red snapper by Pensacola's Rob Weiss. And that is
Wrap
a
Steve,
whole
please.
snapper right there.
2 mics.
Looking good. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Stand
When we
by,
come back
Master
with an
Control.
update on the breaking news and the
Roll
ring
music.
numbers.
Master Control, ready, break.
Okay, we have Lotto, the update to the shooting, and then close. Here's the script. There's an animation to roll before that. I didn't put it in the script. But
All right, I see it. Animation in A.
Yep.
And then what, we go to the map? Yep, okay,
Yep.
gotcha. Out time is still, what, 57:50? Or, I mean, 30. Oh. Is it on here? What is our out time, Amy? Hey, Master Control, what's our out time?
Hold on. 33:40, but it's not hard. Just get as close as you can.
Gotcha. Alright, we'll have animation in A coming out.
no, we have Lotto.
Lotto first. Correct.
Please run the line. Please.
Lotto, then animation.
Lotto, then animation. Gotcha. One more. Sweet. All right, 30 seconds out. Stand by Lotto. Stand by Lotto music. Stand by.
You're up.
Roll music. Lotto's up. Got about 15 seconds of this. Stand by animation in A. Roll A.
An update now to the shooting
by,
that
Jim
occurred
on
earlier
camera.
tonight in East Pensacola. A detective from the Pensacola Police Department has confirmed the shooting occurred at 625 at 6th Avenue and East Leonard Street. The victim was walking down 6th Avenue and he was confronted by two males. One of the suspects was armed, fired at the victim, hitting him in the abdomen. The bullet went through the victim and hit the second suspect. Both of the suspects fled, but one has been taken into custody after going to a hospital for treatment. The victim is currently being treated at
30
a
seconds to
hospital,
show.
but his status is unknown at this time. The identities of the victim and the suspects has not been released yet. That's our time at 10 o'clock. We thank you for joining us. Don't forget, 3 in the morning
Play
starts
music.
tomorrow as early as 4:30 a.m. Have a great week.
Lotto's up. Stand by B. 10 seconds. B's up. Stand by Master Control. Master Control. Roll your brake.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Sorry about